welcome to a brand new weekly vlog. I hope you're doing well. This is the second full week of quarantine. I wanted to quickly talk to you about my reading plans for the week. I didn't read quite as much last week as what I wanted, but you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm still busy reading down 2nd Avenue. I am really quite far into it. I've definitely got a lot of stuff I could use for an essay at this point in time. Definitely talking about many different things in the book. Managed to start Crown of Midnight last night before I went to bed at like midnight. So if I'm really enjoying being back in the world again, hopefully I can finish this off over the next 2 days. That's kind of what I would like to do. The next book I'd like to read is The Girl at the Door by Veronica Ramo. This is part of, I think, just my normal TBR. Like, I just read a couple pages of it in the beginning. I think I barely read a chapter, so I want to continue reading this week. That is it. Like, obviously I will add as I go. Probably the next book that I'll read after I've read Crown of Midnight is Ash Princess. I quickly just hop on in and give you a bit of an update. It's currently 11 o'clock, which we love, and I'm feeling so productive already today. I have managed to get to page 100 in Crown of Midnight, so like it's some progress. Okay, I still have like 300 pages left to go, but I'm getting to where I want to be, which is further than this at this point. I'm just gonna take like a computer break in terms of go away from reading to do computer work. So what I'm gonna be doing now is I'm gonna do a watch through of the vlog that needs to go up today, make sure that's scheduled, do the thumbnail for that and the description, and then I need to edit the second vlog, which needs to go up tomorrow. That's the plan for now. Hi, so I figured I would quickly pop in and give you an update. So I've had what I would like to call a semi-productive morning. Woke up at 8 today. Actually, before that, I was just like lying in bed with my eyes closed going, oh, I don't want to be awake right now. Didn't really update you last night on kind of how the day went. So just an update, I managed to get 101 pages into this yesterday. So I'm like making the progress. I'll probably read a bit more of this in a minute. I also managed to get quite far into Down 2nd Avenue. I'm near the end. I didn't do 2 hours yesterday of this reading. I only did an hour, and at the moment I'm content with that. I'm really happy to say I finished Down 2nd Avenue, so tomorrow I can start working on that essay. Hopefully finish it tomorrow. That would be great, but obviously I'm not gonna hold myself to that. Just getting it started and probably hopefully getting as much as possible done would be great. I also only have like 33 pages left in American Dirt, which I honestly don't know how it gets to be like an hour and a half still left in the audio. What I'm gonna do is, because we're really reaching the end, like the precipice of this book, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the vacuum because I've been meaning to vacuum here. Just vacuum and then sort out my cover just to finish listening to this audiobook, just because it needs to happen. And then once this is done, I can focus on reading Crown of Midnight, which is the only other book that I'm currently reading except for Melleny. But we don't even talk about that book no more. I'm really happy if I could finish these 2 books and get as far into Crown of Midnight as I can today. Beautiful, beautiful. I would ideally like to also finish Crown of Midnight, but I'm not about to like push the boundaries for no reason. So that's what I have for you. Alright, so in my current state, I have actually finished American Dirt. Honestly, I'm so happy that I'm done with it because it's been a minute since I've been listening to this audiobook. I will definitely say like the audiobook is quite good. I really enjoyed the audiobook. It is an important story, but I'm also keeping in mind where it's coming from, what voice it's written in, what perspective is given to the book due to the fact that we have an author who is white and has not gone through the situation before. It's not something like a fantasy where you can just write as you will. It's not one of those kinds of books where it will be slightly more tolerated. This is a fictional character living out lives that many people are living these days, and it's unfortunate circumstances, and I personally do not know how accurate the story is. I don't know all the facts behind the story, and I can't really talk about the content as something that I know about, which I don't. But it's finished, it's done. It is now off my plate, which I'm happy about. That means I've finished 3 books so far this month, 2 in one day, which I'm happy about. my Goodreads goal is looking so much better now. Not that it was looking bad beforehand. Now that I finished both these books, I can focus on Ash Princess, but because Ash Princess and Crown of Midnight are both fantasy YA fantasies, I am going to try and finish this evening, or at least get a really decent way through, and wait until I'm finished with Crown of Midnight before I jump into Ash Princess, just to help me out a bit. And I'm instead going to be jumping into another hard-hitting book, because that's all I seem to be reading, and that's The Girl at the Door. Hi, I've actually started a new audiobook, as I mentioned. I decided to pick up In 5 Years because, I don't know, there was just something about it that I really think I would enjoy. I am enjoying the audio, but I definitely think that when I have the chance, I'll get myself a physical copy of this, and because I can, like, I really like the premise of the story, and I'm enjoying what I'm reading, and it's nothing against the narrator, it's just I really feel like I need to read this physically as well. So I'm about I'm 100 pages into that right now. It's very short, it's only 272 pages long, but I'm really excited for it. I'm just about to quickly go ahead and watch through my March haul, because I forgot to really take notes the first time when I did the watch through, to kind of do the people, the video, the books and all of that, just so that I can have a clear thing for that. I didn't get to film my March wrap up because I just haven't. I'm still contemplating whether or not I should do that this evening, but it will probably be better to do it tomorrow morning, to be honest, so I might just do it tomorrow morning instead. I mean, I have the time, but that's kind of all I have to update you on right now. It's been a really good and productive day, I will say. Good morning. So today is Wednesday. Wow. This weekend is Easter, which I'll constantly have to remind myself about that. But I just thought I'd quickly come and update you. I have finished In 5 Years. So I really enjoyed this. I thought it was a very interesting book. I think it's quite misleading, the synopsis. It's not exactly what you expect. I wish that the ending was a little bit more explained. We had a little bit more of an uplifting end, but I think it also suits the book, the ending that we had. So there's that. But I really enjoyed it. I gave it, I was gonna say 4, but I actually gave it 3.75. Good read, quite easy to get through. I'm definitely still interested in getting myself a copy of this. So I think that also kind of shows you how I really feel about this. I think I would really enjoy it more if I actually sat and read this. Really, I think it was a really good book. It was definitely heartfelt. I can't say that I cried, but once again, I think it might have been the whole fact that I was listening to it. But it was a really good read. So today, my plans are to actually read Crown of Midnight. I'm still only 172 pages into this, and ideally, I would like to read as much of it as possible. Today, I also want to start on my English essay, because I got to. And then hopefully, if all goes according to plan and I get quite far into Crown of Midnight, I can actually start Ash Princess by Lara Sebastian, and also The Girl at the Door by Veronica Ramo. I think I might just read a little bit of this morning. It's quite a short book, so I'm gonna get that done. But first things first is to get some admin things out of the way, because I have to send off some reviews and all of that jazz. So I'm gonna do that this morning so I can get done and dusted. It is quite late. I woke up earlier and I was ready earlier, but I ended up having some coffee with my mom, which took up a little bit longer than what I thought it would. It's okay. Today is such a really nice, cold, dreary day. Probably not the best to be wearing like a spaghetti top, but I'm also going to be filming my March wrap-up again, because I wasn't too happy with how I filmed the first one. So I just need to quickly do that today sometime. Probably gonna do it as early as possible, just so that I can get done and dusted and I don't have to worry about it anymore. It is basically almost lunchtime. I'm so excited. I could eat a lot of food. I have read a little bit further into Crown of Midnight, but I'm half contemplated, and I think Sandra is giving me the shove to do it, to just kind of marathon the last 200 pages, because I'm really enjoying it. Things are picking up, things are getting spicy. As you like, I mean, look at those sticky tabs. We are really impressed. So I really just want to finish this because I think it's a good idea for me to kind of get through this. I've been reading it for a while now, but my plans still remain the same, regardless, that I would finish this. I probably won't pick up Ash Princess immediately, but I will be picking it up probably more tomorrow. But I think I'll finish Crown of Midnight not too late today, so this evening I'll probably end up start reading The Girl at the Door, just to make some progress in that as well. So happiness. I'll chat to you in a little bit.
I'm super impressed with my lunch.
It is almost 3 o'clock. I am on page 300 and things are happening. I'm really excited to finish this because the ending is like one of my favorites. I don't like the middle of this book, but the beginning and the ending are quite nice, and I'm really excited to get to it. So all the excitement. I'm so happy. If I finish this today, I would be really, really pleased with myself. I won't lie. Hi, hello. So I honestly don't know what my friend is up to these days, but it has a life of its own. I just wanted to pop in and say I did finish Crown of Midnight today, which I'm really happy about, which means it's 2 for 2. So 2 books yesterday, 2 books today. Probably won't continue with this trend just because I don't think I have that kind of time. But I'm really happy. I gave this 4.25 stars. It was really good. I really enjoyed myself in this one, more so in the beginning than at the end. The end had a lot more important things happen. Wink wink, nudge nudge. But I really, as you can see, I really did like this. I found it like a really great reread. It was great to be back here in this world, to see Selena become something more than what she originally was in Throne of Glass. To see her evolve into something a little bit more than that is quite nice. I'm so excited for Air and Fire. It's one of my favorite books. Out of the 4 that I had read of the series, Air and Fire was my top tier book, and then it was this one. Although I did enjoy Queen of Shadows as well. So like Queen of Shadows and Crown of Midnight had like a equal weighting, and then we had Throne of Glass. Well, Assassin's Blade, Throne of Glass at the bottom. So now that I have finished this, I obviously now have room to read. I actually have to read an hour of Moringa just so I can get some progress done in that, which would be great. I'm half though contemplating to just DNF it and then restart it because I want to read. I need to write an essay on this, or I need to do like a report on it, I guess. I don't really know how my lecturer framed it, but I just think that starting over or starting from where I actually stopped translating the pages would be best. Kind of just go over my translations that I already have done and then just continue from there on forwards might be a little bit better than for me to sit and continue reading what I don't really quite understand as of yet. So I think I might just do that. I still have to start my English essay. It is currently 4 o'clock, so we have a lot to do. But because I am still thinking that I'll probably end up reading for fun later, I think what I'll be doing is picking up The Girl at the Door, just because it is quite short. It's 200 pages. I'm going to read a little bit of it now, read 50 pages, which is just until there, and then get to do the work that I'm actually supposed to be doing. And he says hi. Bye. Probably like the first evening in a while where I'm heading to bed quite early. I don't know why, but today I'm feeling a little bit exhausted, but I have officially read like 6 books for the month, which last week I was sitting here and I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't read a single book. And then in the past like 3 days, I've been like, let's read all the books. I read 2 books yesterday, 3 books today, and then I finished one last week. Oh yes, I did. I finished the one last week, which was To Drink Coffee with a Ghost. I'm just quickly going to set up my next 2 books, which are going to be, as I mentioned, Ash Princess, which I already have all of my bookmarks in. If you don't know, it's like every 50 pages. I'm going to switch out the big one for another one though. And the other book that I'm planning on reading is Serpent and Dove. I'm planning on reading as many of the books for my owls now. Good morning. So today is Thursday, or as my mom would say, happy Friday, because it's actually long weekend. It's Easter weekend, but I thought I would just give you an update. So today I have to do some uni work. I've just had a quick look at what my German presentation has to be about. I also plan on making some major progress in Ash Princess. I really am excited to jump into this. This is another fantasy book based on like freedom stolen, and our main character Theodosia is the princess of this place, this kingdom that was enslaved, and she is used to ensure that her people don't go against the government, and if something happens, I believe she gets punished for that, and the people are forced to see that happen. So I'm excited to jump into this again. I mean, it is quite a chunk. I think it's like 400 pages long, but I'm excited. I haven't read this in a while, so it would be great to jump back into this world. Hi, I am currently reading Ash Princess. I'm 101 pages into this right now. I am enjoying it. I'm finding it very interesting to be back in here. And I remember the beginning isn't like my favorite part. Like things are only starting to build now, but that's how the tabbies are looking. But yeah, I'm gonna keep reading. I'm hoping that I can finish this today, and then tomorrow I can read Serpent and Dove. I thought I'd quickly pop in to kind of give you an update on everything that's happening. So it's quite late. It's nearly 6 o'clock, if not it already, and I am 163 pages into Ash Princess at the moment. I do want to try and finish it this evening, but that might be a little ambitious. I'm going to be reading the next like 50-ish pages, which will take me to page 211, just to kind of get me to that halfway mark, which I really appreciate. And I also have like fun news. So I have been looking and wanting and dreaming at this point about getting a Switch to play Animal Crossing. Personally, like I couldn't afford it straight because it's just a bit too expensive for me straight. I don't have that kind of money. But the South African Nintendo store had a really good deal where you could buy it through the bank that I'm with, and I managed to get that, which I'm so excited for. It's part of my birthday present, so technically my dad's currently paying for it, but it's part of my birthday present because I'm turning 21. Pretty excited, to say the least. I am so excited. I don't know how it will work, but I'll probably only get the Switch when it is the end of lockdown, which next week, that's when it's gonna happen. I'm really hoping that that's when it ends, or at least they'll lift some of the bans and they can kind of slowly get to normal, but still having them initiate like really strict rules. I'm just gonna do some reading now until a bit later, so I'm really excited tonight because we missed out last night on our Outlander watch. My friend and I are gonna be watching 3 episodes tonight and 3 episodes tomorrow for Outlander. I have managed to read halfway into Ash Princess. Obviously on Goodreads it's not saying that I'm halfway, but we know I'm halfway. I have like 200 pages left to read, and I'm still really enjoying myself with this. Definitely getting to the more interesting pieces of this. It's very slow paced, like even the plot in itself, like a lot happens, but in the grand scheme of things, not that much. So right now we're kind of doing a lot of political intrigue. That's one of the things that I really loved about this book, was the political intrigue. This is the Tabby situation. It's not as many as what I thought it would be, but even if when I look at the proof copy that I have, a lot of my like dog ears are more towards the middle of the book and the end of the book than the beginning. I think there was like maybe 1 or 2 in the beginning. Morning, happy Easter Friday. Today I have to finish Ash Princess. I didn't get to finish this last night because I ended up watching Outlander with my friend until like 11:30 or something like that, because we had to watch 3 episodes. Not had to, but we wanted to watch 3 episodes because we'd missed out on the previous evening. So last night we also had a State of Nation address, a SONA from our president, and him and the cabinet of ministers have decided to increase lockdown to an extra 2 weeks, so until the end of April essentially. So we'll only be allowed to return back to normal at the end of April, but also in stages, which I personally think the stages thing is quite smart. I mean, it sucks that we have to be in lockdown for longer. A lot of places are going to suffer because now it would be a full month. It would be 5 weeks that we have been closed completely. Businesses are definitely going to be suffering because it's a month without trade, but the government has done I think quite a lot in ensuring that the economy remains the same, businesses stay the same, by creating a fund, and the ministers, including the president, have agreed to use 1/3 of each of their salaries, which is a lot, into that fund during this time. So it's quite something. I'll be continuing with this morning. I hope to finish it before lunch. I don't want to be too ambitious, but I want to finish this before lunch, and then before I start a new book, I'll be reading some of Moringa to make some progress in that kid. I also forgot to mention that I'm actually so sad that another reason why I'm kind of sad about this increased lockdown is because it's quite it's like a selfish reason, I guess, but I won't be getting my Switch until the end of April because it has to be couriered to me. I don't know, maybe I'll have a talk to my dad and see if he's received an email. Maybe there'll be a thing because it's the bank who's sending it. I don't know. It's not really an essential item, so I highly doubt. I just wanted to update you. I have finished Ash Princess. I gave it 4.75, but I'll probably lean more to 4.5 in a couple of minutes. after the high of that. But I'm really happy I did finish it before lunch. I'm probably not gonna eat right now, to be honest. But I'm happy that I finished this off. It's another book off of my TBR. The next thing would be to read Serpent and Dove. Then after that, I'll probably choose between Master of Sorrows and Chain of Gold. I haven't quite decided on which one just yet. Good morning. So today is Saturday. I didn't really get far into Serpent and Dove. I'm only 57-ish pages in, but I'm about to read more of it. I've already sticky tabbed a lot more parts, a lot more funny parts. But I'm really enjoying this. I really am liking the reread. The things you can see, the foreshadowing is intense. So I'm really excited to keep reading this and kind of see how it all unfolds. So pure joy. I am still busy reading Serpent and Dove. I'm halfway now and I'm really enjoying it. This is how the sticky tab's looking. Just for like a point of reference, I started adding orange this time around because I realized there wasn't a sticky tab for things that I liked / important events. I would have done another color if I had, but I literally am using all of these in there at the moment. So I currently have less than 100 pages left of Serpent and Dove, and I don't know how, but I feel like I love this book way more the second time around. Now that I've seen a little bit more of the foreshadowing, things aren't happening as hastily and as conveniently as I thought. I'm really enjoying it. I mean, you can see I've already started working on this pack. I'm definitely running out. These are my last 2 sticky note tab thingies, so I definitely this week need to, I don't know, find a place to buy more because it's a problem. Hi, so it is a bit later now. I've actually put Serpent and Dove away, but I finished Serpent and Dove and I honestly think I loved it a bit more the second time around. I think the first time I was rushing to get it done because I had a review due. Safe to say that I really did enjoy it this time around a lot more because I think you could really tell that there was a lot of foreshadowing happening, and to have read it before and now to really see those little things, it makes me happy. It makes me excited. I'm also less judgmental of the ending. Hi, today is the last day of this vlog. I have a couple of things to do today, a lot of things that I've been neglecting. So the things I have to do today, I read Gotham High in March and I have a blog tour for that tomorrow. I have to quickly write a review for that, and that needs to go up. It's not going to be long because it is a graphic novel, so I'll just loosely be talking about it. It's not going to be a full review. And then I need to finish editing the vlog from the 1st to the 5th, which was last week. I'm almost done with it. I've kind of edited pretty much the whole week except for the last 3 days, and I have 2 more reviews that I really like to write so that they can go up this week, and I know that they'll be going up this week. And then I also plan on starting Master of Sorrows. I want to get at least halfway in here, which I don't think is too far. It's like 250, nearly 300 pages. It is currently almost way too late. It's 12 o'clock basically. I just wanted to log off of this vlog and say thank you so much for watching this week. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you're enjoying the owls. I know my first week didn't go too well, but my second week it was actually quite surprising. I will definitely be talking a bit more about the books that I'm going to be reading in the next week in next week's vlog. Thank you so much for watching this week's vlog. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like. And if you do like my content, I do post more than just vlogs. I post vlogs every Monday, and every Friday I post a fun discussion like video, sorta. But yeah, I look forward to seeing you in next week's vlog, and stay tuned for that one.